Yeah. If I didn't get old. If I didn't get all old, I'd go for it. I got too old and brittle. Get scared. I'm scared now.
So I really got myself in a bad spot here. I have the worst tie-in point. I don't feel safe at all. And I have this bad feeling that this limb is going to catch this wood piece, grab the roof, but I have no other choice. I'm at the wit's end. I have no other idea. I don't know what to do. You know, I feel like I'm being forced to make a decision and go with a plan that I don't trust. And this is the worst spot to be in. But I guess before we get into all that, let's start the day from the beginning. And it was a long, weird day. Okay, so here's the beginning of the day. I actually had to mute a couple of these clips. I wasn't realizing that my radio was playing in the background, but I'm just explaining that we're driving. Obvious. Got a long drive, 2.5 hours down south. My cousin's down there, and we're gonna go try to give him a hand. I was just saying something to Jake about usually I come through here and it's crazy foggy, and then all of a sudden it changes. So. Alright, in case you're wondering why it just randomly starts from in the tree, I ended up losing the footage from beforehand. I showed all the setup and everything, the ascent, and yeah, I lost the footage. I had so much trouble getting started and getting going on this tree. I could not get my throw ball set into it. I had to settle for a tie-in point that was not adequate for what I needed to do here. I had all the intentions to change that tie-in point when I got up there and was going to advance it, but then realized it really couldn't. There was just a lot of factors, like silly stuff that, I mean, details that I'm not really going to get into, but it's just a proper tie-in point eliminates all this excess BS that I end up dealing with, and this becomes somewhat of a struggle when it shouldn't have been. It should have been very simple, but no, I can make the simple look hard too, just by a few bad decisions. You know, I should have kept going for the throw-in and get a better tie-in point, but I couldn't. I had issues with my gun that day, and I tried throwing so many times, and I became aggravated, and I settled. You cannot just settle with something in this line of work. Settling can get you hurt or get something hurt. And in this case, it was both. I end up getting in a spot where I could get hurt for sure, or I'm gonna end up smashing some of the property that's here. So I'll get into that a little more as we go here, but yeah, this is right up on the house, not a whole lot of room, and I try to just do a lot of swinging, and I did a bunch of test cuts first for the stuff that goes out over the house, just swinging in and miss the house that way. And my intention was to only rig one branch, and it is a gnarly one, so let's just keep watching. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here some of these suckers, and then we got one limb out over the house I want to rig, and then some of those suckers there, and the ones on the backside. But I'd like to have a rigging rope set up in case any of them are sketchy, and a better tie-in. You really got to watch and make sure when you're doing these that the tips don't hang on, and then the butt end drops out and lands on the roof or the gutters. It's always a concern, so you got to make sure you do them in the right order.
But they're a liar. It's up. At least see what the hell I'm doing now.
Alright, now we're going to jump ahead to that gnarly, scary situation in the limb I had to rig.
Jake. Jake, you're going to be like, I'd go right here, and this thing's going to swing this way, and you may need to pull it through a little more.
Alright.
That'll be the only thing. Something like that. I think it was, that's how we do it.
I can hear it in my voice,
Okay.
this false
Jake, you
sense
can go ahead
of
and pull that rope
confidence
out.
that I tried to
I tell you what I would do, dude, is just untie your hook.
play it off like, oh,
and
I
pull
knew
that
was
end
just
out.
gonna
That way you
go
don't have to
so
pull so much
perfect
rope out.
just like it did.
What?
Sometimes
Yeah.
you can have all the skill in the world,
Eventually.
but a little luck could be the one thing that kind of gets you through it.
Yeah.
And I feel like
I knew it was gonna bounce it up.
that
It feels like it went up even more than I thought. I think
You can
it had
see
it weighed
here,
down. That was a bunch of weight.
I'm actually using
Just perfectly missed
the
that out.
gree right here on this branch right in front of me through
like,
this fork.
no,
It's
no, no,
base
no, no,
anchored.
no. Oh, yeah.
My normal tie-in, I was on the zigzag dual, and
Nice
it
job,
was useless. That was the scariest part, is that my main tie-in was absolutely useless when I finally got to where I needed to be. It had way too much friction, was rubbing against too many branches, and just wouldn't work. So I had to really get creative so I can have some proper, stance for cutting, and I just, just made do with what I had. That definitely isn't idea for doing this. You normally wouldn't trust a branch like that, but I had my main one in case it was to break as a backup, but loosened up enough that I had some movement, and all my weight was in that, and I don't know. You got to get creative sometimes. Okay, now that I've got myself closer back towards the trunk, not so far out on that limb, I'm going to transfer everything back. I'll transfer my weight back into my main tie-in here to the left, and then I need to disconnect this gree with the base anchor here and just transfer back over into the original setup. This was done with the tail end of my rope, so no additional rope, so I didn't have to have anything sent up. I always carry an additional climbing setup, and thank goodness I did, because without it, I don't know if I would have made an even dumber decision. So yeah, knowing and practicing and learning little tricks and stuff like that. Maybe you don't use it every single day, but when you have that in your toolbox and you're able to reach in and use from it in situations like this, like, it made the day. Without it, God knows what would have happened. So I really like the gree because it's midline attachable and everything, and just easy to set up, very lightweight, and no setback. So base anchor's off. I'll reset my rope over there. I'm going to swing out and get some dead ones and a few other suckers, and then head down, and you'll have a better look at this tree from the ground. It's quite a hog.
Yeah. If I didn't get old, if I didn't get all old, I'd go for it. I got too old and brittle. Get scared. I'm scared now. Hey, where's Bo? Oh. Bo. Yeah. Can we get that one? That dead one? I can reach it. I'll get it.
So rope management is pretty important, whether it be your leftover tail of your rope or your rope route to get where you're going. Keeping that clean is a big must for me. It's something that I focus on a lot, so I always try to make sure that my rope is routed correctly, and in some scenarios routing it the right way can be helpful to pull yourself or redirect and stuff. So I'm usually thinking a move or two ahead, so I'm like, I'll throw the rope over this, and then I'll lock in with my lanyard and unclip and put back in over it, instead of having to climb over the top of the branch. So a little bit of forethought.
That side's clear, right? Yeah, I think so. Before I could go down too far? Yeah. Okay, cool. you bastard.
Hiya.
Ah. You bastard.
Wasn't too bad, huh?
What's that?
Wasn't too bad, huh?
Oh no, that looks really good.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna take a picture of you going back down, but I forgot. Can you go back up a little bit?
Oh dude, I've been there. Go all the way up, set my camera, come all the way back down just to get me going up.
Oh really?
Ah, the hell with that. I did that a couple times. I said, I don't care if you guys see me going up or not. Use your imagination.
Even one of those things I see overseas, they got a little machine on there.
I don't know where all these gnats come from. Wow. Those things are everywhere. They're all over me.
Oh yeah, they're bad down here, dude.
Jeez, is that mosquitoes or gnats?
Gnats, they're bad.
Holy cow, at least they ain't mosquitoes. That would be real bad.
Is your brother's plants looking like this yet?
Damn, that is mosquitoes too. Get the hell out of me. What?
Is your brother's plants looking like this?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Damn, fuckers are getting me.
Does this ever make you feel unsafe, that right there?
No, I doubled it.
Oh, using both?
Yeah, I'm clicking the both because I just did, I don't know. My old one was much stronger looking.
Yeah.
And it made me feel safe. This one just doesn't. So it's like,
Would you retire the other one?
no, it's still sitting in my house. I just,
Did you use it?
no, I don't ever even use it because I have a really like one of the old school Weaver ones that's real light with the butt seat. And I use, I do too, but if it's raining outside, I'd rather use that one because, you know, it doesn't cost as much, it's cheap. And if it messes up, I'm not out so much money. So I'm
like me, Jeremy has the butt seat one. I just don't feel comfortable in it.
yeah, they're definitely different. It's a